Yo, 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 what's going on? We'd like to welcome each and every one of you to the Chop Shop, brought to you by Rich T and Mo from Philly Streets Talk. We got a whole lot of ill stuff in store for y'all today. The conversation's going down, everything from election, to racism, to bullying, and a whole lot of live performances and stuff we're gonna cover. We'll get at y'all in just a little bit.
Yo,
how y'all doing? Welcome back.
Yeah,
we back at it. That's right. And you know, my name is Rich, and guess who's up first? Me. Let me see what they gave me. Wow, something I wanted to address. Presidential election. Wow, that was deep, fellas. I'm gonna tell you something. Congratulations, Mr. Trump. But no, I ain't voting for you, but congratulations anyway. I'm gonna accept that you're the president. What do y'all think about that?
I mean, you know, I think that he made a good run. I am kind of surprised that he got it. I think he might even be surprised he got it. You know, my theory was that he just wanted the world stage to show his behind in front of him and just really raise the value of everything that he's doing, all his products, his company, you know, the Trump name, the Trump brand. I think he just wanted to broadcast, get a bunch of free advertisement to push himself to the world. And I think, you know, Hillary, she ended up being so corrupt. There's so much stuff tied in with her, you know, that you know, they just was like, you know what, they end up picking Trump. One thing I will say though is Trump supporters, the people that voted for Trump, really wanted Trump to win. You know what I'm saying? The people that voted for Hillary, they might have just probably voted for Hillary because they ain't want Trump to win. A lot of people that voted for Hillary don't even like her, and that's the truth of the matter, and it's a shame. It's a shame. But I think that's why he won, is because his supporters are diehard.
Well, personally, I disagree with a lot of people, because a lot of people just didn't vote for her because she was a woman and thinking that, you know, a woman can't run our country. But I want you to know something.
She didn't get my vote.
A woman.
Trump. You the man.
No, you ain't Trump. A woman is one of the most dangerous women, most dangerous person out here. They definitely will not be walked over. So, just for a woman to run the country, she will not let nobody walk over. You can
Same thing they said about Trump, they said about me. Same thing.
Just grabbing by.
Yeah, so we are going to bleep that out, guys. But that was one of my favorite phrases. You know,
wow, that was deep.
You know, that's funny. I mean, it's not that it's respectful or the way that we want to hear our president talking. But truth be told, you know, if you was to dig up anybody's history, especially if they know they were going to become the president, they're not really watching their mouth and stuff. So a lot of you could have probably found them comments on just about anybody who's ever been in office, especially if they weren't in a political, you know, a lot of people are watching and trying to dot their I's and stuff. They got to watch themselves in public. He wasn't thinking like that. He like, I got money, I kind of say what I want, and, you know.
They say Trump is a white nigga.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this, Mr. Trump. You say you're going to make America great again. I'm waiting to see it, because so far, all you politicians, you say you're not one, so I'm accepting you from that. They're nothing but liars. You know, they get where they need to be, then hell with the rest of us.
I got a beef though, Trump,
Seriously,
with some of your supporters though. You know what I'm saying? Like some of your supporters, they go a little too over the edge with it and stuff. And then the racist Trump supporters, man, get that shit out of here.
Especially that old man who elbowed that man in the face.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Vicious.
That's ridiculous. And,
Joker.
And guess what? Y'all are being the fools. I'm talking about like these white supremacy people who love Trump. Because I really don't think he gives a about you. He's thinking about money. If y'all don't got no money, he's gonna be dealing with some brothers that got some bread. So you know all that. He's white, we're white. I don't think that he's thinking.
Hey,
well, I disagree with him on that.
They said Trump is racist, but his penis ain't. You see his lady, she's a foreigner.
Well, the bad part about it is, see, now that's the problem I had about that. Because he talking about make America great again. Where's his American wife at? I was shocked with that one. So that's another thing. That's another thing. Because I mean, come on now, where's the American?
I mean, just to clean up what he said though, I don't know of him ever to been with any, you know, brown complected female. I haven't seen any old pictures, and even his wife, she's considered white by definition.
Who's clearing? First of all, who you clearing that up?
Well, him. He said it is.
No, he wasn't talking about. He wasn't talking about far as
a color.
He was talking about far as American. He talked about. It was shipping everybody back. What about his wife?
Right.
What about his wife?
Well, I mean, you know, a lot of people that's the only point they get on is the shipping them back. But he's not talking about shipping everybody back. He's talking about people that that are here illegally. People that never were able to get their documents. A lot of people skipped out on their visa. They came here on a 3-month work visa. They're still here 7 years later. And in some ways, I guess it could be seen that they're taking the jobs of American people who were born here and may need a job. And they're out of a job because you got a foreigner that's working their position.
No, I disagree
so
with
I
that.
think that's
no,
why.
they're not out of the job because of foreigner working. They're out of the job because they don't want it. Don't
Right.
you get that to that foreigner.
So
It's not the foreigner problem that he come here and get a job and somebody else won't take it.
So what
I
do you think
disagree with
because of
that.
the foreigners come here and the opportunity there, the Americans here don't take advantage of the opportunity?
That's basically what it is. The opportunity was here before he was.
Right.
Well, so are you just saying all they're doing is giving the opportunity to the foreigners? Is that it?
Well, that's the way they appear to make it look.
I mean, one way to look at this is if there's a certain amount of jobs and a certain amount of people, and there ain't enough jobs for the amount of people there are, then any extra people that are here that don't belong here are potentially taking the jobs of the people that belong here. Now, I do agree with y'all. I worked on landscaping. I had Mexicans working with me. They worked harder than anybody else on our team, and they got a little bit less money. So, of course, I mean, they came to work every day. They were more reliable. They were probably some of the most reliable workers on our team as far as being at work, being on time, and working hard for their money.
So it's fair to say that some of the people that actually have them here just using them as like modern day slaves?
Yeah, I think so. And that's another thing. With them being here, it puts them in a position to be abused. Because now you don't got your papers, so people can hire you for less. They can pay you what you want. They can treat you how they want. They can threaten to deport you. They really have you by
Well, but on a serious note, though, Mr. Trump, you say you're going to make America great. We're waiting because so far, nobody came here and gave a damn about the hood as far as I'm concerned. So let's see if you're going to be different from the politicians. Let's see if you really do give a damn about, as you call us, minority. Here's minority talking to you right now.
And
Let's see what
and
happens.
that's what I want to. I just want to see you do a good thing. I'm putting my positive energy behind you. Whatever everybody was thinking, you're in there now. And you know, we just going to show you some love.
And we got faith in you, and as a country and as a president, do you got faith in you?
Once again, I go by the name of J Hop, singer, songwriter, here from Philly. It's all about the falling out tight, 400 pounds. My latest mixtape.
I still can't get past the way that you left. Left this heavy heart beating in my chest. What am I supposed to do now? How do I carry this around when it feels like 400 pounds, 400 pounds, 400 pounds? It feels like 400 pounds, 400 pounds, 400 pounds, 400 pounds.
What's this? Give me a reason, I want to know.
Is it something that I thought that I didn't see? Is that part of the reason that you're leaving me? I wanna know. Why you letting go? My chest hurt, my precious brain. My head is aching. Yes, I don't know the reason that you're up and down. A broken heart, don't you know I can die from that? I didn't stop everything I was doing and cut off everyone that I know. Bought a house and moved out here and left all my family back home. After I did all that, you just up and go. If you break my heart, you know it will show. 400 pounds. I still can't get past the way that you left. Left this heavy heart beating in my chest. What am I supposed to do now? How do I carry this around when it feels like 400 pounds, 400 pounds, 400 pounds? It feels like 400 pounds, 400 pounds, 400 pounds, 400 pounds.
So it's not going to be easy. It's going to be really hard. And we're going to have to work at this every day, but I want to do that because I want you. I want all of you. Forever.
I'm exhausted, I feel like I might collapse. My lower body can't keep up my upper half. I've been so stressed since you left. Feel like I'm in insanity to be 90X. Feel like the world's on my shoulders, and I can't hold it no more.
Yo, what's up, world? What's up,
Welcome
back? Back. And you know, you just got to see that tight performance.
Yeah, I know you enjoyed that, man.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right,
And
that's right.
we're going to go right into the next chop, though. Whew. It kind of builds a little bit into our other chop. Well, they talk about escalation in racism since the election. They said there's more racial crimes going on. Not just racial crimes, but bias crimes against lesbian, gays, transgender, black, Latino. You know, it seems to be against everybody who's not white. And you know, I've seen some of the stats. They said even in school that the kids are misbehaving. 80% of the teachers they talked to, they said the kids had a bad temperament after the election. So. I mean, this really is affecting people. I'm not sure, I haven't got to the bottom of why, you know, that maybe it's promoting racism. I mean, what is y'all build on that?
I haven't even heard that.
Wow.
But one thing about racism, it always actually exists.
Right.
So it's no such thing as building. They just
Yeah.
bringing it more to the surface from seeing the ignorant stuff that's going on with the pregnancy. That's all that's really promoting.
Well, I think they
Certain
really.
individuals.
I think a lot of people is focused on keeping racism alive for simply the division
Right.
factors, to keep people divided so that they never come together. Well,
Right.
everybody knows the more people come together, the stronger the people will become.
Yeah, you
Okay, so
separate
what
the
actually is racism?
Well, racism is based on out of fear. If you want to get technically, I think racism is based on having installing fear in people of what something to intimidate.
Well, what happens if a person like I'm racist and I'm all right with that? And but let me explain. I'm a racist person, but guess what? I'm only racist if you're racist towards me. That's it.
That wouldn't really be defined as racism.
Well, that's what I consider
My
racist.
understanding of racism is you having a prejudgment about somebody based on the complexion of their skin.
Oh.
You see that this guy maybe is brown or dark brown, and automatically in your mind he's a criminal. He's trying to hurt you. That's racism. That's racism to me. It's prejudging somebody based on appearance, you know, and so it could really go over into other fields.
I was about to say that. I was about exactly.
I was exactly thinking that it falls right into the clear category of discrimination.
Jealousy.
Right. It's definitely a form of discrimination.
Right. It falls into the fact of when people use the lesbian gays and they discriminate against them. Right. That becomes a hate crime, which is racist. They use that.
So all right. So you say you can't use lesbian gays because people got a right to not agree with
and they're not
somebody lives. That's not racist. It's just your choice.
I'm talking about when people act on it and use it in a hate crime, when they create hate crime. That's like racism.
Yeah, I got you.
They're being discriminated
Well, there's
against,
multiple
as
things
well as
that-
race. Not just it's about gender and not color. So it does tie into the same thing.
Well, let's put it this way. That's a form of racism.
Well, see, the racism is specific. Racism is exactly what I explained. See, what y'all are talking about is various forms of discrimination.
Well,
You're
that's
talking
not
about
racist?
discriminate. No. Racism
man.
is about somebody's skin color.
you-
It's about their complexion, and you judge them based on their complexion.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, we can look it up a little later. I'll put the definition up there for
No.
y'all. But
No. Reason why it's not because I see people use it against Asian people, and Asian people experience racism as well.
But that's a
And-
complexion. That's an ethnicity. That's either a culture or a
What
complexion.
complexion is? Well, tell me what complexion is racist. I mean, Asian. What complexion is that?
Asian, to me, the complexion would be like Latino. You know, that would be the closest thing that I know. Like any complexion.
So
is.
and they would say like white. They would say like white.
Well, listen
If
to
you
this.
ask them.
Listen to this. I've seen Asians as light as you are,
And as dark
and
as
as
me.
dark as I am, with
That's right.
the same woolly hair like I have and
Right.
everything, and
Right.
it was Asian.
That's right.
Well, and I could tie my answer into y'all's now because what I say is like this: you got a white guy, and he comes up and he's in a business suit and he starts speaking Spanish. You know, all the whole white privilege thing that went out the window when they realize he's really from Puerto Rico. He just looks like me.
That's
You
right.
know,
That's
so
right.
so
That's
that
right.
is true. They're going
That's
to
right.
use the discrimination definitely overlaps each other, and racism is just probably a part of a much bigger problem.
Right.
But I really think it's the deepest form of ignorance. I mean, right now,
Yes.
based on science, it says that, you know, the oldest genetic precursors come from Africa. And all of us are descendants of, you know, somehow of Africans.
So what do you think we should be doing to, you know, to help people enlighten them and how to deal with situations such as racism and try to help people find a way to unite, like without all the controversy?
Well, I think knowing your real history, and not the history we've been taught, but knowing back far enough to know that we actually are all brothers and sisters outside of religion. Whether you believe in Adam and Eve or not, we're all still brothers and sisters.
One creator.
So once you realize that, then I think, you know, I think people really got to do their history and do a real history. We need to start teaching these kids the truth and not what the education system.
Actually, we all are human beings. That's what we all are. Human beings.
Right.
And that's what we all supposed to do, love one another. Even though when things don't go right, like sometimes, you know, I'm ready to kill that person, but you gotta be like, let it go. Give them a pass.
Right. There's one race and it's human.
Yeah, help save a life. It's help be nice to people.
On that note, we're going to go ahead and chop up racism.
Yeah, sure.
Real smart, honor roll, straight A student. His older brother Benny on the block, straight moving. He living with his moms and pops and tight union. A smooth cat, plus he nice with the rock. People call him water, he had a wicked jump shot. See, Benny used to break them off, they go shot. Shit was all good till Benny got shot. And his team started tripping, arguing a lot. And to make it even worse, his mom started smoking rock. His pop rolled out, so we turned to the block. Young boy, graveyard shift with a clock. He ain't care about shit, only wanted the grain. Trying to tell him calm down, slow up his speed. He wasn't trying to listen, got shot by a fiend. Ripple make it real bad, he was only 14. Everybody out here got something to prove. Flipping, acting all wild like they got nothing to lose. They say when I spit the kids, listen to me. Now I'm going right police when there's war in the streets. Everybody out here got something to prove. Flipping, acting all wild like they got nothing to lose. They say when I spit the kids, listen to me. Now I'm going right peace when there's war in the streets. Youth was crazy, growing up too fast. Nobody wanna go to school, they dump class. Out on the strip, trying to make a buck fast. Smoking weed all day, just watching their life pass. No choice, forced to a life of crime. Going down the wrong path, lost their faith in God. The streets ain't the same no more. Tough times throughout the years, so many close friends died. That can make a dog shed tears. That's why we spit into bed. But news that ain't here, a lot done changed since my school years. Niggas getting knocked in jail for mad years. Praying for the day that they get to see the light, but they sitting for a minute just wishing for a fight. People in the hood trying to get the cheddar right, but you know we gotta make the best of this ghetto life. Everybody out here got something to prove. Flipping, acting all wild like they got nothing to lose. They say when I spit the kids, listen to me. How I'm gonna rap peace when it's war in the streets. Everybody out here got something to prove. Flipping, acting all wild like they got nothing to lose. They say when I spit the kids, listen to me. How I'm gonna rap peace when it's war in the streets. You gotta watch who you roll with. Everybody ain't click. Niggas never wanna see you with shit. Rather see you dead, bro, even dead in the ditch. It ain't safe in the hood when you young and you rich. Watch your body, man. Niggas all on your dick. When you broke, same niggas going with the wind. You gotta be careful who you calling your friend. When you're breaking bread, it ain't hard to pretend. So you better play your cards right. It ain't sweet, cause haters start plotting if they know you flipping hard right. Back the gun when you on that strip all night. Niggas strike fast like a pig at a dog fight. They make it hard to put your gun down. Where I live every day, another brother get gunned down. Plus you can't come around after sundown. When they get dark, niggas spark in the slums. Now everybody out here got something to prove. Flipping, acting all wild, they got nothing to lose. They say when I spit the kids, listen to me. How I'm gonna rap peace when it's war on the streets. Everybody out here got something to prove. Flipping, acting all wild, they got nothing to lose.
I know y'all enjoyed that too.
Yeah, I hope y'all like that performance.
Yes.
Y'all already know I'm up next, and my name is Mo, and I'm gonna get right into it and see what I got for y'all today. Interesting. bullying.
Wow.
Yeah,
Let's get this down.
yeah. So
Yeah.
based on bullying, you know, I was a big person that didn't, you know, feel too comfortable around bullies. So I'm happy to have that subject right now. And I'm gonna go right in. There was always bullies around when I was a younger kid, and I watched people be bullied, and I didn't like it. And you know, I found out that I was one of the people driven to protect people that the bullies found to be the weak person. And they say the bullies only pick on the weak. Well, I was a weak protector,
Right.
so if you will. But I was never a big fan of bullies, and they always picked on people that was kind of less fortunate, and that, you know, that kind of hit me.
Well, I didn't get bullied much, but not because I could fight, but because I kept people like him around, like people that liked beating up bullies. Those are the people that I stayed cool with. You know what I'm saying? And that, you know, that worked as a solution for me most of the time. Of course, every once in a while you're gonna have to throw hands, you're gonna have to do something. And I guess the real subject comes to be, when is it okay to become violent as a child? You know, we all tell our kids, don't do nothing, don't hurt nobody in school, don't get suspended, all this kind of stuff. But you know, when it's too far, when do you tell your child that they need to fight back? And I think that would be a good subject for you.
Well, as far as bullying go, like I said before, when I was talking, we discussed this about being bullied a long time ago. And, you know, I was one of the guys that was being bullied. I'll never forget, I got punched in the face, I ran, pure. And, you know, as I got older, I used to let people do things to me, and didn't do anything until one day I was out with my oldest brother, and he was around some females, and he used to do stuff. He took a sucker punch me, knocked me down the steps. And he used to be doing nothing, so I nicely walked back up the steps and punched him and knocked him down the steps. And realized, hey, this is how you take care of bullies. So ever since then, I will tell anybody, the only way to stop somebody from doing something to you is to give it to him back. If he do something to you and he knows it's coming back, he gonna think twice. I don't care what you say, you can tell.
No.
All you want.
No, non-violent.
Well,
Violence
see,
ain't always the key.
that's what he said.
No.
You know, he's a bully protector.
No. That's not the key. There's always a better solution.
Well, guess what? No, it's not. That's not true.
Well,
I disagree with him.
Don't
Seriously.
it matter though the type of bullying before you get violent? Because now they got the cyber
Well,
bullying.
no, well, hold
They got
on, wait a minute.
You know,
Wait,
they could be,
we talking
you know,
about
just talking about them in class every day. That's a form of bullying. Making
Well,
them look
that's-
bad. Talk about their sneakers and making everybody laugh.
Well, you know what? You know what? So, for the person that's actually talking about somebody that has terrible sneakers and stuff, you shouldn't do that because they can't help what they have, because everybody's not as fortunate as you are to have things.
Right.
Believe that, because I was one of them kids too that people used to talk about.
Right.
Guess what? I used to get them punched in the face. They thought I was a bully, but no. I just didn't take no trash. I would crack you then. Like I said, once I learned how to stop you, I shut that mouth up. I didn't play.
And I think it starts.
Again, that's not the key. Violence ain't the key.
I think it starts in the homes too, because you know the parents, they find out that the kid's being a bully at school and they think that stuff is cute. They need to tear their son or daughter up when they find out that she's bullying somebody.
Again,
Hold on, no, but you know why? Because they being bullied at home. Half of them, their parents
Right.
is bullying them, cowards. Stop beating up your kids. For real. For real, because they showing that destructive behavior of somebody else's kid that ain't being taught that garbage. That's something you shouldn't be doing. Get better control of your kids, if you ask me. So that'll control a lot of bullying.
What should a parent do if they find out that their son is in school bullying, or it's reported, hey, your son is bullying all the kids?
First of all, find out what the problem is, and if your son initiate the problem, I believe in spanking. Tear it up.
Well,
no lie.
Well, then again, you can't do that, because if you start beating your kid now, today, they have here in Philadelphia, they call DHS on you, which is Department of Human Services. And
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm never gonna tell somebody not to spank their child. I ain't say kill them and abuse them, but you know, discipline. You can spank a child without actually killing him, because some of them need just that, a spanking. I ain't say abuse him. Believe that. Some of y'all, obviously, you punch a 2-year-old child like you punching a man. It's a joke. For real, you don't deserve no kids.
So you believe that
For
these
real.
kids, and if they were disciplined in that type of way, they would be less bullying? How does that tie in?
Well, it ties in at the home front. If you taught a whole lot of violence in your house, you're going to lash out outside, because that's all you know. Like a child that always have something. Soon you take it from him, he think everything is. You give him everything, that's it, that's mine. Now, when you try to take it back, he gonna lash out at you. Same thing with any other kid. You gotta teach them how to share it and get along, but it starts at home. Seriously, you can't have siblings, bullying siblings because they teaching that bad behavior, take it to school, and guess what? You don't care because it's out of your hair, but they're in school being disruptive.
Well, that's a great point, preventative. When you got multiple kids at home, you can probably see the bullying going on in your house.
And
so
no
you
kid
can catch it there and be like, hey, you
half of them see it, like, well, let them fight. Go and let them fight.
Right.
That's how they learn. Yeah, right.
So what do you think they should do to separate them from the bullies in their household if they are siblings, or if they are cousins or somewhat?
You mean, how do you fix it?
Yeah, how do you attack that?
Well, to be honest with you, if your cousins don't know how to come over and be the way they're supposed to, goodbye cousins. You can't come here. It's rules and regulations. When you come in, you abide by these rules. With the same kids will get out of here.
So what kind of message would you like to leave to let all the people know and all the bullies out there? What would you like to give them that can probably put a curb to this situation?
Well, I would say to somebody that want to bully somebody, why don't you sit back and think like, hey, what if that was me or somebody that, I really care about? And would you appreciate it? Because half of the bullies that beat on men that beat on women, you try to say something to their sisters or their mother, they'll kill you, but they'll stomp somebody else's sister. I think that is crazy. Because all women are the same, just as well as all kids. Nobody should be bullying anybody. You should teach your child really to respect one another.
And they say bullies
if
are
you can't get
soft.
along, get away from each other. Cut and drop.
And we chopping that.
Yes.
Hope y'all enjoyed the show and the segments. We had a whole lot of ill topics to discuss and a lot of live performances. Hope we catch y'all next week. I'm your host, Drew the Pitcher. We'll be back with a whole lot more from the Chop Shop. Holla when you holla.
Philly Streets Talk. Philly Streets Talk. T, what up? Philly Streets Talk. Rich, what up? Mo, what's up? Philly Streets Talk. 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 I'm out the truck screaming, go Sixers. Cold animals, we throw pitches. That Eagles game, 60 inches, look so vicious. Rich Gold play the track, he got the hot mixes. Put it on the airwaves and they gon' go listen. It's the music, I show you how to do it. I've been a major figure cause Gilly was my influence. Bumping most when they out 66 and viewers. Organic as the roots, I bring it back to the truest. I'm talking essence, West Philly section. I've been a Fresh Prince, so of course I get they blessing. Ties to my Southwest fame on King Assassin, who helped me out when I'm pitching CDs on 52nd. What you know about? Seagull what a thug about. Still bumper flames, 2 tape, I can't go without. I slap shots like a flyer, don't even doubt. I'm on point like Dave Sean when he go on route. Philly great, for Billy Cosby's sake. I'm posted out with Geno's eating a greasy steak. Talk of Philly streets, voice don't ever break. They need a way to say, we set the vision straight.
I bring the music so child, man, my flow's so wild, like a jar of that blocky. Salam to the Aki, a winner like Rocky. Call me Apollo Creed.